Hello, everyone. Welcome. Come on into the space. We appreciate you being here. I'll give us a couple of minutes for everyone to be able to have time to come in. We know that our West Coast students are joining us. It's quite early in your afternoon, so we thank you for taking the time for being here with us, as well as our global community. Thank you. It may be late at night, it may be the middle of the night for you. So we really appreciate the time you're going to spend with us today. And even if you are Central or the East Coast in America, we thank you for being here. I want to give us some time for everyone to come on in and join us. This is our first info session for the Summer Scholars Program for 2025. And so we are thankful that you are here with us tonight. We will keep this short and sweet, but we want to give you the opportunity to be here with us and get as much information as you possibly can. I will let you know that the chat feature has been disabled. Any questions you may have for our team, they are there in the Q&A section of this Zoom Center for you to add your questions. Please note that there will be many questions. Take a look and see if maybe what you're wanting to know has already been answered, but also pay good attention to the presentation because we don't want you to miss anything. There's going to be loads of content that I'm going to share with you tonight. Please come on in, and thank you for joining us for our first Summer Scholars Program info session for this application season. And I say this is our first because we will have follow-up sessions to this virtual info session. And so I want you to have a moment to get in, get seated, get situated, and be ready to embark upon this new information that I'm going to share with you. Thank you for being here. My name is Dr. Shantae O'Neill. I am the Assistant Dean for the Division of Continuing and International Education here at the University of Miami. Some of you returners, you may have seen me before. For those of you who are new, welcome to our pre-college division, and we thank you for being here tonight. I am joined with my esteemed colleagues, amazing staff that I have to share with you all. My Executive Director, Monica Bunson, is here with us tonight. Dr. Sophia Ndali is our Director of Pre-College, and she's going to introduce herself here soon. We have Judy Simon, who is our Program Coordinator. She does a lot for us in terms of making sure that your students come here and have an incredible experience while they're here. We have the best enrollment advising team, Carolina Desa, Christina Severino, and Sophia Ludwig, who are here to answer all of your questions. Some of you may have met them through telephone calls or emails in the past. And then we are blessed to have Lex Lang with us. He is our student assistant, but he's also a former SSP student, and he has worked with the program as a community advisor as well as a pre-college leader in the past. So it's always great when we can have a student who has experienced our program be a part of our staff as well. In addition to this team that is here with me tonight, we employ about 60 to 70 other pre-college leaders and student staff from the University of Miami. So we have a support team that is here to make sure that your students' experience is an amazing opportunity. So I'm going to be quiet for a second and introduce you to Dr. Sophia Ndali, who is the Director of Pre-College.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am very pleased to be here with you today. This is actually my first year. I was actually just hired right before the new year. So I will be experiencing the pre-college program with you for the first time, but I'm looking forward to meeting everybody, working with these amazing people, and I'm hoping that you will have the best experience as soon as you complete your application and you are here during the summer. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you, Dr. Ndali. All right. While I've already mentioned that the chat feature is disabled for you, please put your questions in the Q&A Zoom chat, and our team will be happy to help you with anything that they can. This is going to be live, so they'll be answering questions as best as they possibly can. We know that they will roll in quite quickly, but we will save a portion of this presentation to the end where we will answer some of those questions as well. You can also email us. We are available for you to email us at any time if we don't cover something that you want to know a little bit more about, or If you do not get your question answered, please feel free to email us at precollege@miami.edu. And again, my fabulous enrollment advising team is always available for you. As you see there are 3 phone numbers that you can call this team and get some live help for whatever it is you need, whether it's an application, a scholarship question, or just in general questions about the program. So we're always here to help you. Please take this information so that you can have after the presentation. Okay. So I wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of the University of Miami Pre-College Summer Scholars Program and what it is that our students will be embarking upon this July, which will be coming here faster than we can imagine. I know that you all have visited our website and you can see that we have a variety of academic tracks that we offer for any interest your student may have. We have about 20 to 30 academic tracks, and we try to cover every single discipline here at the University of Miami. Our courses are taught by UM faculty or UM adjacent instructors. So we really take that as a positive, right? So we make sure that your students are here and they are taught by our world-renowned faculty. They take time to build their courses specifically for this program. So while they might teach in our undergraduate education, they take the time to engage with our students year after year, make sure that they understand exactly what this program requires and what these students need, and they build their curriculum around that. So we have about 80 to 90 different faculty members who are a part of this program. We thank them for being so giving to us, but they're also so giving to your students, and they really take it serious. They want to make sure that you are getting to understand the discipline and the curriculum, and that you're having a fabulous time while you're here learning with us. This is student-centered curriculum. So this is not anything to try to trick your student or do anything like that. This is for them to learn, have hands-on quality opportunities to really immerse into whatever it is that they're studying. If you're here or if you've applied for the the 6 credit program, the SSP credit bearing program, you get 6 credits. You have the opportunity to have your first or maybe add upon your college credit experience. Those credits are accepted here at the University of Miami. Most universities also accept these credits, whether they accept them into the major, the minor, or as electives. Most of our credits are transferable, but do understand that that is up to the institution as to whether they will accept them or not. You know for sure that if you're a University of Miami student, we accept those credits into our programs. And then if you are here as a non-credit student and you're going to be immersing into our experiential learning programs, you get the opportunity to have hands-on experiences every day throughout the Miami area, and you get to experience and see the best of what we have to offer here in South Florida. You get to form lasting relationships. It's so amazing every time on the move out day when we see people hugging and exchanging information and making sure that they stay in touch. You would be surprised at how these opportunities are networking opportunities. And like I mentioned before, this is a globally recognized program. So we want to encourage every student here to be able to embark upon their passions, their academic pursuits, but also get to know people that they normally wouldn't come in contact with. Live on campus or commute. I love that our commuters get their first experience in scheduling, nudging their parents to be here on time, wanting to stay after class to just hang out with their cohort or experience some of our programs that we offer in the evening. And then for those of you who live on campus, you get that first opportunity to experience residential life, residential dining, and just what it means to be a real college student. Sorry, I clicked too fast. But the other thing I was going to say was that you get the opportunity to engage with the University of Miami community, whether it's the dining hall, the recreation center, everyone is engaged into this program. We have the largest student population in the summer on our campus. And so everyone rolls out the red carpet for our students to make sure everyone feels safe, secure, and happy and are enjoying their program. If you're part of the 3-week credit experience, you will be arriving, oh, I'm going too fast. You will be arriving with us on June 28th, and you will leave on July 18th. As you can see, this is a full day of curriculum with a lunch break in between. This program is for sophomores and juniors. Like I mentioned, earned 6 college credits, which was equivalent to 2 college courses, and experience curriculum from close to 30 academic tracks. Architecture, engineering, and technology. We offer programs that explore architecture and design, urban and sustainability, applications of mechanical, aerospace, civil, architectural engineering for those of you who are interested in applying towards an architecture degree, computing and mobile app development. I know how much my 17-year-old is on her mobile device. And so I can understand how some of you may be interested in trying to understand the back end of coding and mobile app development, explorations in architecture and design, mobile computing, digital solutions. Coding is a part of that curriculum. Innovations in biomedical computer and electrical engineering. Our business menu is very wide in variety, everything from ethics and leadership, real estate, business law, law and litigation in the legal profession. We have money and marketing, international relations in business, sports administration. So all of these NIL deals and all of that agency, that's a part of the business of sport and the business of music. So some of you may be musicians, some of you may be producers, but you may want to understand the actual industry from the administrative landscape. And so we have a program there for you as well. Exploration in the sciences, marine, oceanography, and tropical. As you can see, our students out here on the water, most of the students who come and they do oceanography or marines, they spend a lot of time on the boats and in the water and really understanding the research component of our marine life. Lots of wonderful trips and events and activities that are associated with these programs, especially our tropical marine. Here in Miami, we have a rich landscape that, you just really can't find anywhere else in the Americas that can offer this much opportunity to research and learn about. Communication and media, everything from filmmaking to sports communication, as well as media production. Sorry, I went too fast. But there's an opportunity for anyone who is interested in all of the varieties of media and production and learning about the back ends and how to really work the camera, work at a different, maybe be a broadcaster, getting the opportunity to develop film, broadcasting. These are some of the things that you can learn in these particular tracks. Our healthcare and medicine. Many people know the University of Miami for our hospital and what we do in the landscape of medical research, cancer biology, microbiology, and immunology and public health, music therapy, one of our newer programs, music therapy and the brain, neuroscience and public health, as well as sports medicine. I'm a former student athlete. This picture here is indicative of what my life was as a former student athlete, having those athletic trainers work on our bodies, making sure that those athletes are getting the best medical care. So there's a lot of different experiences for anyone who really is interested in medicine and healthcare. And for the academies, some wonderful opportunities. Our business academy for entrepreneurship is led by a team of faculty from our campus that work with students on developing businesses and actually being able to have that information of how to see those businesses prosper through a business plan all the way to fruition and actually make it happen. You're never too young to start a business. I'm sure you've heard of teenagers who have started amazing and thriving businesses around you. Our faculty come from what we call the Launch Pad, which is a group of faculty and workers who just really pour themselves into making sure our undergraduates understand the landscape of being an entrepreneur. Our Hurricane Academy, for those of you who are interested in studying and researching, we have a hurricane simulation device in a room that helps you to understand the wind capacity, some of the things that we unfortunately experience here in Miami, but just the landscape that we are able to put around and pull around the hurricane research. A lot of our competitors cannot really encapsulate what that experience is about: atmospheric science and research. Spanish Immersion is really our opportunity for students to be a part of the Miami culture, Miami Latin culture. So you may be a Spanish speaking student, but you may not know a lot about Cuban history or Venezuelan history, which is very particular to here in the Miami area. Our Calle Ocho is world renowned area where you get to experience life from the Cuban American experience. Crime scene investigation. You see this picture here where the skeletons, Professor Feraldo is explaining the human body and what she likes to do with the crime scene investigation and forensic academy is really help you embark upon the bone structures, anthropology, the study of cultures, and what it means in studying crime and actually looking at those particular bones at a crime scene, an excavation site. So she does an amazing job with her colleague in really exposing our students who may be criminal science majors or criminology majors who want to go on and study law enforcement. So that's a wonderful opportunity for those who are interested in those particular disciplines. And then we're bringing back a program that we haven't had in about 5 years, which is what we call shark tagging or shark research and conservation. This is where the students actually get to go out on the boat and work with animal life, particularly sharks. Actually tag them and study the research, study their paths and their tendencies, as well as learn about other marine life. They do night fishing and they go out on the boat maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So it's a great experience. Like I said, we're bringing this back from about 5 years, so we know that this is going to be an amazing year for anyone who is interested in that big fauna or marine life. And right here, you see the arrival date is the same, June 28th, but the program ends on Friday, July 11th. And it is a full day of curriculum and travel. I mean, these programs go out on the road and out into the environment every single day. Who is eligible for Summer Scholars Program? Sophomores and juniors, if you are interested in the 3-week credit program, as well as our freshmen, sophomores, and juniors who are interested in the 2-week non-credit program. The application requirements are a 3.0 GPA, teacher recommendation letter, school counselor recommendation letter, an official high school transcript and recent report card, as well as 2 essays. We are well in our application season, and I want to encourage you to be aware and cognizant of these dates, the release dates, and all of the information that is required in order for you to complete your application. We already have a many of applications, folks who have already been admitted, and some people who we are still waiting to complete their applications. We want for you to be able to apply and get seated in the program that you prefer. As we go to the end of this application cycle, it becomes a little bit harder for you to get the seat that you want. We do sell out. We sell out every single year. So it is important that if you're going to be applying, that you do as much as you can right now. For those of you who have incomplete applications, if you're waiting on your teacher, if you're waiting on your counselor letter, you can see the up to the minute status that you have in your Slate portal. You can see what is missing, what we don't have. Feel free to nudge your counselor. Feel free to nudge your teacher to finish your application, because we cannot review it until it is complete. And we want to make sure that you're able to not only get in, but get into the program that you would like to be able to experience. For those of you who are going to be applying for our VISTA scholarship, there are additional requirements outside of just the SSP application. You have to apply and complete the VISTA application, and you also have to fill out financial aid information. So it's important that you have that done by March 1st, as well as our international population. We want to make sure that we are going to be able to process your visa and everything that we need to have you here in time to start this program with us. So please make sure that you have things met by that March 1 deadline. After we get into March and April, again, it becomes very difficult for you to be able to get a seat in the program that you are really wanting to experience. And so we want to make sure that you try very hard to get everything done on the front end and get your applications completed as quickly as possible. Our student life for this program, in addition to our academic requirements, we want to make sure that our students are having a great time. We take them to the Marlins game. There's rock climbing, karaoke night, beach days. We go on airboat tours. We have a lot planned for the students. That event calendar will be available a little later into this spring semester. But trust and believe, we want to make sure that this is a great balance between academics and just some really fun opportunities that your student can experience here in Miami. In addition to those events and places that we take the students, we have a lot of fun on campus too. In the evenings, we expect that your student is likely going to be meeting with their peers, going over their homework, and studying for exams. But when they're not, we do offer different activities and social activities that we want them to embark upon, study breaks, trivia night, movie night, things such as that. But what we really want them to experience as well is we want them to engage in our college prep workshops. We offer a workshop for admissions. They come and they provide an info session. So if you have juniors, maybe sophomores that are interested in getting prepared for that first admission cycle, there is some information there that is provided from our admissions teams to help you prepare for that. You're already preparing for that as an applicant into this program. We follow the same rules and some of the same guidelines that our undergraduate admissions follow. So you're already starting to experience what it's like to apply to university and college. We also have a writing workshop where we have a person that comes and helps to understand and break down how to write a college admissions essay, how to write an essay that will help you to be successful on the SAT and ACT. In addition, we invite other undergraduates. Our pre-college leaders are undergraduate students here at but we invite other undergraduates who may be a part of a fraternity or a sorority or an honors club. We want for your students to have the opportunity to ask questions and get answers, real answers, as to what it's like to be at the University of Miami. We also take the students on a campus tour. We want to make sure that they see our beautiful campus, as well as know the landscape of where we want our students to stay while they're here visiting us. What we all hope is that after completing this program, your student will gain a certain next level of confidence in their ability to succeed in college. And it's amazing how we will see the most introverted student come to this program who may not leave as, type A, but they may leave as a social introvert. They may understand the rules of being better prepared to be embarking on their college experience and networking. We want to test their academic interests. We want everyone to experience exactly what they signed up for. Is this program for me? Is this major for me? Is this profession for me? You may know that you want to be a business major, but you may not know whether you want to take over your real estate, your parents' real estate business, or maybe you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to try to have a go at your own business. That is what we want for you to be able to hone in on. What are the skill sets that you have, and how does that match with your interest? Learn time management. Everything works on a schedule with this program, whether it's the weekend or during the week. Everybody has to be in a certain space and place at a certain time. And that's how we're able to teach those time management skills that we really want our students to take with them as they go on and matriculate into their first undergraduate experience. I think one of the most important things that our students are able to experience while they're here with us is they develop relationships with our faculty. Our faculty, they take the time, they engage, they write recommendation letters. They let the students know if they qualify for an honors competition. They are very much engulfed in the discipline as well as what your student's skill set is. And they want to work with the students even after they have left this program. But it really is a process that the students have to initiate. We expect our students to engage. We expect them to be completely present when they're in their classroom so that they can understand the full scope of this experience and get to know a faculty member before they leave. We want everyone to learn a little bit more about themselves. Time management was probably the biggest thing I learned as soon as I went to college. It may be something for someone else to learn. And so you're learning something about yourself when you embark upon this opportunity. Is this the right university for me? University of Miami is a small to medium sized private, is a small to medium sized private somewhere that I would like to attend. And so we hope that that information comes out with this experience. Build lifetime friendships. I've already spoken about that. Get acquainted to the U. We are surrounded with a fantastic community that love the U and everything about it. Earn an e-certificate. At the end of this program, every student will receive an e-certificate. Those e-certificates are something that you can use for your electronic resume, your high school resume that you may be developing so that you can have as you apply for college. It may be something that you want to put on your LinkedIn account, but it's something that you can utilize to show that you've gone a step beyond as a high school student, to be present and be learning at all times, to be a person who is immersed in something outside of just your high school work. For some people, it's sports. For you, it may be this program, but we want to give you the opportunity to set yourself apart and get excited about your undergraduate and your university experience. The tuition and program fees are available for you to see and see the details about on our website. We have broken that information down here, but again, it is available to you on our website, and we have that information listed for the 3-week program as well as for the non-credit 2-week program. Our refund and cancellation policy is also available on our website. The application is a $75 non-refundable fee. The deposit, the way that you secure your space in this program, is also a non-refundable fee. These are policies set by the University of Miami, as well as these dates. Please be familiar with refund dates, cancellation policy, all of this information. These are things that are set by the university, and we stick to them. We do not go around these dates. So please make yourself familiar. This information is available to you online as it is here. And if you ever have questions, feel free to email precollege@miami.edu. Scholarship opportunities. For those of you who are alumni, we do have a tuition rate waiver. For those of you who will be applying for the VISTA scholarship, please be mindful that information, all information, is due no later than March 1st. As I mentioned before, there are 2 applications and there's financial aid requirements that have to be adjacent to your application. Some of that information takes time for your parents and your guardian to gather. So be mindful. We are now well into February, and that deadline is going to creep up on us before we know it. So we want to make sure that you meet that March 1 deadline. In addition, we do have tuition remission benefits. Our program staff are not eligible to describe or provide any information for anyone who is tuition benefit eligible. You must receive that information from the HR department that handles benefits. Again, the pre-college staff, we do not have that information. You must get your benefits spelled out to you about this program directly from our HR benefits department. Okay, so if you want to apply, please make sure to utilize this information, miami.edu backslash pre-college. The scholarship deadline, March 1st, and the general application deadline is April 1. Will we accept applications after April 1? We will if we have the space. And at that point, we cannot promise seats in particular programs. We will be able to provide for you what is available at that time. All right. Hopefully, I didn't go through this too fast, but this is our section for my good friend Carolina Desa to help us to answer some of your live questions. Carolina?
Yes, thank you, Dr. Neil. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. I already have a few questions that I believe to be very beneficial to you, and Dr. Neil could support us answering those as well. One of the questions that they have, like, what is the ratio between staff and the student and faculty and student?
Most of our courses, and this is pretty similar to undergraduate ratio between student and staff, most of our courses are between 15 to 1 ratio. We do have some courses that are quite larger, maybe 1 or 2 that are larger than that, but most of our staff, there will be a faculty member, maybe even a teacher's assistant. We don't go beyond 25, I think, in a class. I think we have 1 or 2 courses that go beyond that, and that's because they're more experiential learning. So like athletic training courses or public health courses, but most of our courses are around 15. For those courses that are larger, we do have some TA. We also have our pre-college leaders that are a part of the housing process as well as the academics. So we are surrounded by a presence from the staff. A lot of our pre-college leaders live amongst the staff, so we hire about 70 student leaders to be in the dorms with the students, and that puts us at about 1 student leader to 10 students.
Wonderful. And so I had a question regarding, can commuters stay studying on campus with the residential students? Are they welcome to participate in the study halls? What are the commuter students welcome to do on campus?
Absolutely. We expect that some of our commuters are going to want to do group study, work with the TA. We have teacher assistants that, they host study sessions in the evenings, things such as that. We do encourage our commuter students to stay. They do need to leave the campus by 9:50 because we have curfew. So the residential staff and the residential process will be closing at around 9:50 every night. But we do welcome our commuters to stay and immerse themselves into the experience as much as possible.
Yes, and since you're talking about the commuters, I see already that we had a question also about the people who are going to stay in the residence. So you won't be allowed to leave campus, okay? Once you select to be a residential student, you only leave campus with organized field trips with the program. And what about receiving visitors?
Visitors can come to campus. They need to be with their student, their child at the time that they're on our campus. Visitors are not allowed to go into the actual room section of the dormitories. They have to stay in the lobby or be present somewhere else on campus. That's a public space. We have beautiful landscape on our campus, so you're more than welcome to be there on campus. But we do have our curfew and we do have our limitations as to where our students we want to make sure our students are safe, and so we don't allow for everyone to come up on the campus. As it relates to leaving the campus, as Cato stated, we do not allow for students to leave the program. This is a University of Miami regulation. Anything with minors, any of our programs, camps that involve our minors, we do not allow for students to leave the campus once they are a part of this program.
And in case of any medical emergencies, would you have a way to support that with transportation?
Yes. We absolutely have, obviously, if there's a medical situation, we are in touch with the family. We will make accommodations for that. Religious holidays, we make accommodations for that as well. Most everything has to be pre-approved in order for that, for us to stay abreast of what we should expect with the families, but we will work with you. But we do have a general rule that students are not eligible to leave the campus. That includes for SAT and ACT testing. We do not make any arrangements or approval for that even. So we have to follow the university policy. Remember, we are keeping track of 700 students with this program. We have a staff, we have a security, we have everything worked out, but it must be abided by. And we do need our parents to support that regulation so that we can keep not only our student community safe, but our staff community safe as well.
Exactly. And but the parents are welcome to also move in, like they cannot go to the dorms, but they are allowed to move in to help them to move in the day to move in, and at the end,
Move out. Yes.
yeah, move in and move
Absolutely.
out. Okay,
Yes.
so see the questions, you are allowed to support your students moving, just like college is actually
Yes.
very fun and exciting, and
Yes.
as well to help to move out. However, while they are here and you come to visit, you're not allowed to go to the dorms.
Yes.
And we had a question, a repeated questions. Will these, by them attending this program, would that help their regular undergrad admissions?
I'm not an admissions counselor. I've worked in college education for about 22 years now. And I think that extracurricular academia is always going to help your student as they go on to apply for university and college. I think that just as much as research, like I said, athletics, so many music, this is another opportunity for our young people to pad their high school resume. I think, for sure, it shows that they are embarking upon an experience where they are attempting to show that they are a great college student, that they understand the process, that they understand the nature of learning about a certain discipline, and that they have that ability to work with faculty and receive instruction and really do well. So while I'm not an admissions counselor and I can't speak to that directly, I think and I kind of know that this is something that they're going to look at and see that a student is doing the extra to make their resume even better and even greater.
Yes. And the commuter, once they are commuter, they would have access to the meal as well, where we was just lunch, correct? As a
Yes,
commuter?
they do have lunch paid for. Yes.
Yes. Should I bring a backpack? Yes, you should bring a backpack, school supplies. We highly recommend for you to also have your laptop.
Yes.
Would we recommend as well the iPad or laptop? I believe a laptop would
Either
help
one.
either way,
Yeah,
right?
either one. I think in this day and age, there's an expectation that they're going to have some kind of device to help them with work. And if there's, a deficiency there, we're here to help as well.
Wonderful. And what about transfer credit? What are those credits transferable to other schools, to University of Miami?
The credits are built into the University of Miami. Obviously, I don't work for other institutions, so I cannot guarantee that our credits are going to directly transfer in. As I stated earlier, transferable credits, sometimes they go directly into a major, sometimes they go as electives, and sometimes institutions choose not to take them at all. We can't dictate that. We don't have the ability to do that, but we do know that these are University of Miami credits.
Exactly. And let me think. So give me 1 second. So many questions that it goes back.
I know. It's fine. I understand. I get it. And please know, I do want to make this announcement. Please know that this is recorded. It'll be available in a few days on our website. In addition to that, we are going to have additional virtual info sessions. So this is just one of maybe like 4 of them that we're going to have for the next few months. So and you can always email us, precollege@miami.edu. And like I showed you earlier, you can always call our information line. All of that information is available on our website, as well as our frequently asked questions. So some of these questions we already have answers to online, but if we don't, reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you.
Yeah. Would they have access to the fitness center on campus?
Yes, everyone will have access to the recreation center on campus.
Perfect. And so you guys know I have a question here that I've had a few times. If you guys can pick different classes and the programs, no, that's set. The courses that you
Yes.
see online are the classes that you're going to take. So you cannot choose a different course. You choose the track, and those two courses are the ones that you will be taking. And Dr. Neil, can you talk a little bit more about the weekend, what activities they would have in the
Oh,
weekend?
wow.
Yes.
The weekend is phenomenal. We do everything from snorkeling to museum visits to I think in the past we've done selfie museums. We go everywhere that we possibly can, take a large group. We definitely go to the beach because we know that's where everybody wants to go here in Miami. So depending upon which weekend it is, we will have that information available for you. You'll be able to see the schedule for this summer coming up here in the next month or so. We're still finalizing those with different companies. But if you want, you can look under our admitted students tab on our website, and you can see the schedule that we had last year. We'll give you a decent idea of what we might replicate for this year.
And the commuter students, do they stay in the weekend as well, or no? They come Monday to Fridays, right? Or
They
they're welcome
come
to
Monday.
come.
They come Monday through Friday, but you are welcome to join us for weekend trips. All you have to do is let us know that you would like to be a part of it. When we're having those sign up sheets, just sign up for what it is that you want to attend, and we will have space and opportunity for you. We would love for you to come and join us.
Yes, and I did have a question here, and I believe it's going to be good, Dr. New, for us to talk a little bit more in depth about the academic rigors. They're asking, oh, do they have homework, quizzes? How does the academic look like, those courses, and what are the expectations?
Yeah. So with anything at a university, there are some courses and some tracks that are more rigorous than others. We are awarding college credits. And so with that said, all of these courses are built at the 100 to 200 level, meaning freshman level. So it's not anything that would overwhelm a student, but it is going to be academic rigor. We are a top tier institution, university in the United States. And so we expect that our students, especially the scholars that are signing up for this program, are going to take this serious. There is homework, there are exams. We provide ample time in the evenings for students to get together and do group sessions. Like I said, we also hire teacher assistants who also hold sessions in the evenings for our students to join and really, take that opportunity to ask those questions that they didn't have the opportunity to in the classroom. Our faculty sometimes hold sessions outside of class as well, so that the students get every ample opportunity to, take advantage of the rigor of our courses. We do well in terms of grades. We really do turn in a lot of positive grades. Usually the ones who don't perform well, it was more than just them not completing the work. It's usually a complete disregard for the academia, but this is a balance. Our faculty are aware that this is a balanced program, that this is a program that we're trying to approach from a holistic standpoint. So there's academics and there's experiential learning involved as well. So we know we're looking at the applicants. We know everybody is going to do well. If we admit them into those programs, they will be able to be successful. But it really is, the students have to understand that this is an academic program. And so we expect that they're going to be involved and engaged.
Thank you. Well,
I will even go a step further. I'm sorry, Caro, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I also send out progress reports each week for this program so that we can do our very best to identify if a student is not doing well. And at any time, a student can let us know. They can let their pre-college leader know. They can let our director, Dr. Andali, know that they may have some struggles, and we will find the support and the resources to help anyone who has any issues with the coursework.
Thank you. Well, I see questions come and going, and I feel that we can be here the entire night.
No, I know.
Yes, I feel that at this moment, what I would suggest, is that everyone takes notes of our contact information. And we can go through the website, you can get our contact information.
Sorry.
We can put maybe I'll try here to put on the chat for you guys. I'll put in the chat the website. Yeah, I'll put in the chat the website where you can find the frequent asked questions. I'll put in the regular chat. And so that you may all go there, and if you wanted to reach out to us with your specific questions, please do so. It's more than a pleasure for us to support you. I know that our lines can be busy. We receive many students, many applications, but we will make sure to communicate with you. I'm trying.
We really appreciate you taking the time to spend with us tonight. Like I mentioned, our website has tons of information. We even have frequently asked questions on our website. Some of the things you may have wanted more details about is located there. But here I have, excuse my technological, problems, but I have been able to find the slide for you to have our contact email and our enrollment advisor's phone number. So if there is something specific that you need additional help and support with, we are happy to help you. As Gato said, we are always available. We thank you for being here. We look forward to meeting you, greeting you. Please get your things in for that application and secure your space. We do sell out, but we would love to have you with us this summer. Thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate you.